Hello friends and welcome to another video of the Wanderlustfrauen channel. Continuing with our visit of the city of Page, Arizona, we found some interesting facts about the Glen Canyon Dam that we would like to share with you. Located in Coconino County, Arizona, this hydroelectric plant is the second highest concrete arch dam in the United States, second only to Hoover Dam, which stands at 726 feet. We also have a link to a video of our visit to the Hoover Dam in this video's description. But people ask, why is this canyon so controversial? And the reason is that since its inception, environmental activists and other people argue that this reservoir is unnecessary and destroys the canyon pristine preservation of the ecosystem that has declined over the last 20 years due to the most severe drought in centuries. But in reality, this hydroelectric plant with its 8 generators that produces electrical needs for the West's rapidly growing population with a total capacity of 1320 megawatts, around 5 billion kilowatt-hours of hydroelectric power annually, which is distributed by the Western Area Power Administration to Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada and Nebraska. In addition, revenues from the production of hydroelectric power help fund many environmental programs associated with Glen and Grand Canyons. The authorization of the Colorado River Store Project Act by Congress in 1956 initiated the construction of the Glen Canyon Dam approved by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Once completed, it would provide vital water storage that would allow water to the neighboring states during times of drought. The construction lasted until September 1963 when the last buckets of concrete were placed, reaching a full height of 710 feet, just shy of the height of Hoover Dam, and water began impounding in March 1963 when the diversion tunnels were closed and Lake Powell was born. Due to the vast capacity of reservoir, it took 17 years for Lake Powell to completely fill in 1980, reaching an elevation of 3,700 feet. The construction lasted until September 1963 when the last buckets of concrete were placed, reaching a full height of 710 feet, just shy of the height of Hoover Dam, and water began impounding in March 1963 when the diversion tunnels were closed and Lake Powell was born. Due to the vast capacity of reservoir, it took 17 years for Lake Powell to completely fill in 1980, reaching an elevation of 3,700 feet. The day-to-day operation and maintenance of the dam and the power plant is performed by the Glen Canyon Field Division of the Power Office and is funded by revenue received from the sale of Colorado River Storage Project power. At Glen Canyon Dam, the Carl B. Hayden Visitor Center is located 700 feet above the Colorado River, overlooking the Glen Canyon Dam and Bridge. The Visitor Center provides many interesting exhibits, audiovisual programs, and ranger presentations, as well as a gift shop and an educational bookstore. New challenges are arising as drought has impacted the Colorado River Basin. As dry years continued, in 2019, Reclamation and the 7 Colorado River Basin states signed the drought contingency plans for the upper and lower Colorado River basins, which are designed to reduce risk from ongoing drought and protect the single most important water resource in the western United States. As the Colorado River Basin continues to experience its worst drought in recorded history, and water stored in Lake Powell and Lake Mead have reached their lowest volumes since the reservoirs started filling, Reclamation continues to closely monitor hydrologic conditions and projections, and foster productive discussions and collaborative decision-making about the future of Lake Powell and Lake Mead. As Lake Powell fulfill its intended purposes, it's natural for the elevation of the lake to fluctuate depending on the amount of spring runoff from the mountains, deliveries to the lower basin, and the amount of water carried over from the previous year. Each year, the lake level increases between May and July from runoff, followed by a decrease in lake level throughout the remainder of the year, leaving a visible ring along the shoreline. The amount of fluctuation varies each year, but during extended periods of drought, Lake Powell's elevation could drop by more than 200 feet below its maximum elevation. Because of the many benefits of Lake Powell, Congress continues to include a direct prohibition concerning any plans or actions using public funds considering actions towards draining Lake Powell. Previous administrations of both parties in Congress have said that Glen Canyon is here to stay because it is serving millions of people in the southwestern United States through the passage of the Grand Canyon Protection Act of 1992. It clearly states that the dam reservoir have a place in the tapestry of the United States, and the reclamation is committed to operating Glen Canyon Dam in accordance with the law of the river and all applicable environmental laws. I want to thank you again for staying until this part of the video, and remind you to like and subscribe to this channel so we can continue to make more informative videos. And if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment in the comments section. See you in the next one.